So, hello everyone. Good afternoon. This is Satya. Welcome to our 2 p.m. meetings for the time that this quarantena is going on. So I'm just watching everyone coming to the Instagram direct. Hello everyone. Welcome. Welcome everyone. And these meetings that we will do, they are to support you. We created to support everyone that really wants to stay in touch with awareness and to really work deeply with their own inner life, and taking this possibility of this quarantena to go deep inside and to really grow into awareness and expand in awareness, even if we are in this moment. So regarding this moment, it's very important that we acknowledge that is a reality. This is what we are experiencing right now. And this space will be not a space for politics discussion. It will be not a space to go to the whys of the situation. It will be a very important space for true work in yourself, in your awareness, to support you how to be at home with the ones that you love, with your family, how to deal with strong emotions, how to deal with fear, panic, how to become more creative so you can really create a schedule, a day where you support true intimacy with yourself first and intimacy with the ones that they are with you, how to be safe and how to process all the things that you are experiencing inside of you. So it will be a space for true inner work. Please, I ask you, send all the questions that you have, send all the doubts that you have, but please don't use this space for to create jokes, politics, questions. No, let's keep this safe space for true work. So every day I will answer questions that you can write here at Facebook Live or in Instagram. You can send me questions for contact@workingwithsatya.com, and I will try to answer all the questions. And I have 10-15 minutes Skype meetings for the ones that you are really dealing with something that you need true support. I will be there. I will try to do my best. Every day we will have different themes, and every day we'll have exercises and meditations to support you. First of all, this is a reality, so stay safe. Safe first for yourself, and then for the others that you can contaminate if you don't take care of yourself. So follow the instructions of space, masks, gloves, and isolate yourself, stay in quarantine the maximum possible, so we can all go through this moment in safetyness, and we can go through in the more fast way possible. How do I see this quarantena and this situation? So first of all, it's a dramatic, of course. Let's not lie to ourselves. It's a drama, especially for people that they are really feeling a lot of panic and fears, strong fears. But we can give a meaning to these moments. We can transform this situation in an amazing possibility, an amazing opportunity to first to deal with ourselves, to rise into awareness, to heal our wounds, to heal the relations with the most intimate person that we are sharing space, even with the ones that we speak by internet. And even to have awareness, how do we really communicate in our Facebooks, Instagrams, all these things that everyone is using. So when these moments, that we are all going through together, a global situation, a global retreat, when we come out much more aware with true growth, so we can implement transformations in our lives. And let's use this time not to sit only in the couch watching Netflix and going to Facebook, but really using this time as a meaningful moment of mankind that really needs transformation. And we are watching that need. We are gathering together, we are helping each other. But the first movement, the biggest transformation, is ourselves. So let's start for ourselves. Just to tell for all my Russians and Ukrainians families, and all the Latvians, all the countries that Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, that we work so many years together. Facebook took out the possibility of having a translator, but we will find a way to deliver you all the content, and we will find a way to have a translator. All my teams, they are working on this right now, just for you to have more support, and honestly, more gathering, more close, so we can stay close to each other. So for the ones that we work for a long time, just to let you know that I really honor the work that we all do. And you are really brave people, because when you come to retreats and we really work deeply in our being, in our shadows, wounds, in our qualities, in our awareness, it is required a lot of courage. So I want to honor all of you that you do this work, that we know each other for a long time. And the ones that I don't know, and you do the work the same. I really want to honor everyone that gives your life to awareness and to become a very conscious being, so we become a better global community. Every day we will start this meeting with someone is saying that I don't have image on Instagram. I don't know how to do it. How can I do it? Please write me here on Facebook and I will try to help you, okay? So please, Teresa, write me on Facebook so I change the Instagram. Sorry everyone, because I'm not used to these connections. Teresa always manage everything, and I write and she posts, and now this is it. So I'm going on till I have a solution, and then I will say it. I will do it. So regarding the time that we need to use, I was saying that I'm honoring everyone that gives your life to true awareness and to true growth, so we can really move on for the future generations with less conflicts and more peace, more justice, and true compassion. So what I want to support you is how you to deal with yourself. Just open your camera. Something is closing your camera. Sorry guys. I hope you listen. So I'm on Facebook Direct. I will try to manage this tomorrow, honestly. I don't know even where is my camera on my phone. Let's see, like this, maybe like this. Let's see. I found it. Sorry guys, this for me is very complicated. I just needed to push the button to turn to me. So let's move on for what we are here. So the most important thing is to really raise our awareness in these times. And today I want to speak first about how to communicate at home with our loved ones. Because now we are in the 5th day maybe 6th day for a lot of people, but 2nd day, 1st day for many. And when the time moves on, you will see that the interaction at home will become sometimes a problem. So today, my first theme is how to communicate from authentic place inside of us, taking responsibility for our feelings and our actions. So today will be the big theme in this meeting. And then I will answer to some questions that you can write to me here on Facebook or at Instagram direct. Every day before I start to answer or speaking about the theme, we will always do a grounding meditation for everyone. So everyone, put your feet on the ground, close your eyes, and take a deep breath into your body. Press your feet into the ground and take another deep breath. And another deep breath. And feel how solid is that ground under your feet. Feel how that ground is there, holding you, supporting you. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And now visualize under that ground, Earth, planet Earth, Pachamama. Visualize all the rivers, the oceans, and the mountains and deserts. Visualize the trees and the flowers, fields, big fields. Visualize the moon and the sun, the stars, animals, human beings. And just for now, just recognize how everything is breathing in and breathing out with ourselves, how everything is pulsating and vibrating, even if you are inside of your house in quarantena. Just recognize that nothing is stopping. Nature is just pulsating and vibrating life, oxygen, energy, holding us, embracing us. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Allowing yourself to feel that connection that nobody can steal from you. Not even the quarantena, not even the virus, just you and nature and life. Breathing in, breathing out. Recognizing that you are being held and supported to stay alive. Breathing in, breathing out, and find a place in your body that you feel relaxed or some relaxation, and breathe there in that part of your body. For some, it is your head, some is your heart, or arms, or belly, or legs. Find your place where you feel some relaxation, and allow that relaxation to expand with your breath. Breathing in, breathing out, expanding that relaxation to all of your body. Breathing in, breathing out. Take 3 deep breaths. Another one. And another one. The last one. And open your eyes. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the ones that you arrived only now. And you can use this meditation that is connection with life and nature, feeling the ground that is solid, so you can ground yourself during the day. It's a very powerful, very deep technique that you can use everywhere. Even if you are with someone, you can press your feet to the ground and you start to feel that connection to planet Earth and into your body, so you feel this grounding in yourself. So about the theme today, about being responsible for your feelings and authentic communication. So during these days that we will be isolated inside of the house with our families, or even totally alone, but you still have connection through internet, we need to be aware and we need to take care how we interact with the loved ones. It's very common and it's very easy that when we start to have a dialogue, people start to attack each other, even if they don't want, they don't have that intention. But in our society, what we are taught is to point the finger and is to blame the other and not to really take responsibility for our own part. And we are really afraid to be authentic. We are really afraid to be honest. We are really afraid to expose ourselves because of the fear of judgment and criticism that is very, very strong in our society. And we are really afraid of being manipulated. So in all the work that I do, one of the big pillars is to really help people how to become aware, first of all, of their own wounds and difficulties and blocks, emotional, mental, energetic, and physical. Because when we start to become aware where we are in cages, where we are locked, what happens is we can recognize our part of the relation. So for now, everything maybe is really good in the house, because in your houses, because honestly, we all need a big rest from this very fast and furious life. So it's very normal that everyone now is like, relaxing. But all the fear of survival, especially for the ones that maybe you don't get the salary, for the companies that they don't know how they will pay the salaries to people, all these fears of survival, this will start, and in a very unconscious way, to mining our state of peace and calmness and trust and awareness. So what is the best thing to do? What is the easiest thing to do is start to compete, to start conflicts with each other. Especially for couples that you were not having an easy life, or especially for couples and brothers and sisters, parents and kids, that you are not really honest with each other, that you hide a part of yourself and you don't really share where you are. In some days you will feel how these tensions will start to go to surface, and a lot of conflicts will start to be more and more present. So I want to give you certain directions and guidelines so you can implement from now on in your life, so you can go smoothly through this situation. So First of all, when you find yourself in a strong emotion or in numbness, it means that something is really inside of you trying to call your attention. Be aware that the behaviors of your partners, or of your kids, of your parents, they are only triggers for the wounds that you already carry inside. So when you find yourself starting to feel irritated and sad and wanting to have a discussion and to point the finger and to blame, it means that you are being triggered inside of yourself of something that is already there. And you need to ask yourself, what is going on with myself right now? A second thing is, be responsible for your feelings and thoughts and emotions and actions. So, for example, when you are triggered in the relation with your partner, family, kids, and you are angry, and when you start to ask questions or to interact from a place that you start, why do you do this? I already told you not to do this. Why? We agree on this. What you are doing is totally attacking the other person and not giving even a space for that person to say why she did that, or why she couldn't do something, or why she behaved in a certain way. So what we want to do as a more conscious person, or a person that is working with himself, herself, is to first take responsibility for your emotion and only speak about facts. I'm going to give an example. So, for example, your partner, your kids, I'm going to say your family, they didn't do something that you agree on doing it. You can say, when something that we agree on doing it, and you said that you take responsibility, when this doesn't happen, I feel that I'm not respected, and then I feel irritated because somehow I don't feel respected. One example. For example, when your family, doesn't matter who it is, comes to you and start to blame you or calling your attention with strong emotions, you can say, when someone speaks to me in a high tone of voice or with rage, I feel so sad and so disrespectful that my reaction is to respond at the same level, or my reaction is to shut down and I don't listen anything. Like this, you are pointing the fact, but you are not blaming the other person, because you don't know how aware that person is, and you are still giving space for true communication. So you point the fact and you express how you feel. You never say when you do this, you say when someone does it, because at the limit, it's not that person, it's any person that does this to you. So we want to take responsibility for how we feel, and we want to point the reality, a fact, the way we can say this situation that we are all living is very dramatic, and for me, gives me space to be at home with my kids, and somehow I feel some joy even because of that, or I feel sad that I can't really work and support my clients and friends and family in the way that I would like. Or I feel angry that we didn't shut down the borders and we can still be in danger. So we always bring to ourselves the responsibility of the situation, dealing with facts. And like this, we give the other person the opportunity for herself to reflect what is going on, dealing with the facts and with her reaction. Okay? If that person is not so aware as you, we need, first of all, to express that the way the situation is growing into aggressiveness or shutting down, or being sarcastic, everything that can hurt us, will not help us to be together for all these days. And we need to find a way to do it. Another thing is, and in the morning I was doing an online meeting for a group of women, an international group of women that we have, that is the Lotus Sacred Journey, and we had a lot of questions. And one of them was, how can I deal with people that they are not so aware as me? And my answer was to that person, to that question, not that person, that, look, why we have the need already to label that that person is not so aware? Why we are already putting that person in separation? Because if we are really aware, a sense of true calmness and peace exists inside of us, and a true sense of neutrality exists inside of us, and we can still observe our emotions, we can still observe our thoughts, we can still observe our feelings, but we don't come out of this neutral observer center where we can hold what is going on inside of us, but not reacting to the other one, but become neutral and give space to that person to process what she's going on. So it's very important to train this observer and this neutral part of our consciousness and our awareness, because only through true compassion we can really vibrate and emanate this true space where everyone is embraced. And that doesn't mean that we don't put limits. We put limits, but we do it with total awareness that is about our borders and it's not against them. So, resuming, stay in facts, what is going on. Be responsible for your emotions, thoughts, and feelings, and physical, even pain. That means that you need to recognize how you are feeling. And when you are feeling that, you really say to yourself, I'm really angry. But you don't say, you make me angry. You don't project on the other. And then when you speak about facts and how you really feel and how that makes you feel. But you don't say to that person when someone do this to me, or when someone says this to me, because at the end it's about you. Everyone could hook you in that place inside of you. If that person can really sustain their own emotions, you have two choices. One is, we need space and time to calm down, and we can start this conversation from another point of view. And if she agrees, you take time for each other, so you can go to different areas of the house. Or if that person can recognize where she is, you can go on with the dialogue. Remember, during the dialogue, if you already did in the beginning the attacking and pointing the finger, it will come again. So each time that you find yourself or the other person pointing you the finger, saying what you said, you need to remember that you are not here to attack. We are here to have a deep and honest conversation. This will be a long-lasting exercise, maybe for the rest of your days. And it's very common that people normally shut down or just start to scream, because this is a survival mode for not really having a true dialogue that would take them to their own wounds, to their own true wounds, and and blockage. Because when we have a true dialogue, we will see our difficulties. That's why shutting down, screaming, sarcasm, making jokes is just a way of, it's just a strategy for you to isolate yourself, blaming others, so you don't really look inside of yourself and really see what is going on. So that's why it's so important that these days we start to really practice and practice and practice, and be aware. Don't start to be the guru, the spiritual one, okay? That is again a strategy of self-defense, so you don't look to yourself. Don't try to teach. Try to be. Try to be through spirituality, through practical daily awareness. That is the most important. So for the ones that you are in all these masks, this persona, recognize and come back to your humanity, come back to your heart. Everyone that you are working in yourself, everyone, remember 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 10 years ago, the lack of awareness that you had and how much you already grow and growth. So don't attack people saying you're not aware, you don't know how is it, you need to do this. No, come back to your heart, come back to your honesty with yourself and realize honestly where you are and how you can take responsibility and expose that. Don't be afraid. We are in times that we need a true change, and true change starts today in your house, with your loved ones, and even when you are speaking on the phone. Today someone wrote me to saying, I'm so afraid that I expose myself because I'm afraid of judgment. I know that when we start to become more aware and we honestly expose ourselves, we receive so much judgment, so much criticism. But honestly, you are the brave one. You are the one bringing honesty and courage to the field of life, to the energy of life. So feel the fear, honestly, feel the fear that you have of being criticized, just even if people, they don't understand you, but do it. Do it for yourself, and do it for future generations. And you start now, you start in this moment that we all need to stop, to be locked down, and to start to do true transformation. And you are in the best space, and you have the best opportunity, because you are in the hardest field to do it. That is with the ones that you have more already hooks. That is family. But it's with them that we need to start. And you can even explain to your family, for example, tonight, what you listened here, very clear, and say, so I heard this lady that she works with people for a long time, and she said that one of the biggest conflicts that we all have is how we communicate with our loved ones, with our family. And you can give the steps to do it. And be aware that maybe they don't want to listen, that they won't even use it. They will stay in the same, but the seed will be there. The seed will be there. And when they start the conflict, when they start to shout, when they start to shut down, most of them, they will remember your face and your words. So today it's about honest and authentic communication and being responsible to express your true feelings, so you don't engage in more conflicts inside of your small circle right now. So we can sustain a space of where you can really have safetiness, at least at the emotional level and at the spiritual level and physical level, because when we go in a very emotional stress, our immune system goes down and we are more available to become sick. And what we want now is the opposite, is to stay in a very vibrant, healthy mode at physical level, emotional level, mental level, and spiritual level. It's very important that every day you have at least 5 minutes a day alone. I would suggest at least 20 minutes a day. And for the ones that you are already used, at least 1 hour a day, if it's possible. You can use the meditation that we started in the beginning of this video, of this meeting. So you can allow grounding and presence to become part of that inner state. Use it. You can go to your room alone. You can go to your even toilet. In retreats, we have this toilet meditation that I always give to everyone that have small kids or that you work a lot in companies. Everyone understands that you need to go to toilets. So at least for 5 minutes, everyone will understand that you need to be at toilet. So use toilet meditation, that space, if you don't have a big house or you have kids all the time, to be with yourself. Or when everyone is sleeping, if you don't fall sleeping before them, to have time alone. And alone means no Facebook, no mobiles, no interaction. Is really to be there with yourself and focusing your attention and in breathing in, breathing out. There's many techniques of many meditations you can use wherever you feel that really works with you. I will give several meditations every day, and I will start every day with the same meditation, so you can really ground yourself, so you can really stay connected with life force and with nature. No matter if you are inside of the house, nobody can steal true connection with nature and mystery. It's from your side that connection exists. We just need to remember that connection. We just need to remember how to open that field of trusting, of the pulsation of life and nature that is always here to embrace. So everyone, if I'm supporting you somehow, I would love for you to send me some sign symbols here in Facebook and Instagram direct, please, so I can have your feedback, so I can move into 1 or 2 questions. Just please send me heart, stars, plants, whatever you most like, please. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, everyone. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So for the one, thank you so much. Thank you. Please feel my gratitude and feel this connection that we are having right now, that is beyond any physical contact, It's really from the heart contact. It's from our soul. Nobody can steal this from us. Nobody. Okay. So I had the questions here and comments. Okay. I will start. Let me check. Working with Satya. Someone send a working to Satya. So I have a question here. Just to remind you, this video will be, I don't know how long available. So at, I think, Facebook, it will be always available. You can check again about honest and authentic communication, especially in stressful moments. And you can see the beginning meditation, that is connecting and grounding meditation. So sometimes, first question, Sometimes I find myself in the emotion of the dramatic news, and maybe a while later in the emotion of denial. And in between that feeling of being massively manipulated for the corrupted system. And the question is, how can I find my balance? I honestly don't know how to do it. Thank you so much for this question. This is a very important question. I think a lot of people are feeling exactly the same way. So first of all, when we are being drowned from one emotion to another emotion, especially in polarities, when we are going through one thought to another extreme opposite thought, or when we are in confusion, in doubts, we need to recognize that somehow we are not connected in that moment with our true center, that we are not connected with the peaceful existence inside of us, that we are being totally disconnected from our authentic, our true essence, that is not the mind, that is not the emotion, that is not the thought, that is not even the physical pain, even if we really feel in our flesh. Who we are, in my perspective, from where I am right now in my life, of course. I don't try to put myself in this place of guru or teacher. I'm just passing you what I have inside of me, my wisdom, the way it is right now. I hope it becomes much bigger every day. So when we are drawn into these polarities, into these emotions and thoughts and doubts and confusion, somehow we are disconnected from the center that we are. So we never lose the center. We never lose the awareness. It's impossible not to be. We are. But somehow we are disconnected from that true essence. We don't know how to reconnect, and we don't remember who we truly are. So we need to, when we are in this confusion during the day, in these polarities, we need to first, again, recognize where we are. Okay, oh, I can see how my mind is floating from one direction to another direction. Oh, I can see how my feelings and emotions are passing through me and how they move me. I go into panic. I go into hysterical joy. I go into sadness. I go to mistrust, where everyone is against me, that nobody loves me, to I love everyone. And through that center and through that inner observer, what we want to train is our capacity to observe all the thoughts, all the emotions, all the feelings, to pass by us, and we can see them passing and not to be attached, and not to grab them, and not to go into the story, and not to crush and become desperate. What we want is to step by step, to recognize how we are the one that allows all the thoughts, all the feelings, all the emotions to happen. But we are not that. That's why we have a quality of thoughts in a moment of the day, and another moment, another quality of thoughts. We are the ones who hold the space for this to happen. But normally in our society, we are not taught to deal with it. So what we want is to exercise our capacity of inner observation and awareness, to see, to observe what is there, and to become more and more detached, to allow them to exist, to allow them to pass, and we can even work with it, with fear, strong emotions, with love. But we know that our true existence is this awareness. For this, you don't need to read thousands of books. For this, you don't need to listen even me now. What you really need now is to become closer to yourself and to be really honest and to see what is going on. And when we start to come to this place of not so being attached for what happens on the emotional level, on the mind thinking, what we will start to do is to invite the mind, to invite the emotions, to start to serve our true authentic self, that is awareness. And in awareness, we start to find more and more peaceful states, more and more truth, more and more capacity to be who you truly are without the fear of losing someone or their criticism. More and more we become intimate with ourselves and our best friends, and we sustain that for ourselves and for others. So if you are in this unstable, it's very important that you practice every day this coming back home to your center, breathing in, breathing out, and you will see how fast and furious is your mind, because she's and how fast and furious are your emotions, because you dedicate your life, society dedicate their life, our lives to that. So somehow we don't really start to become present, because in presence we wouldn't relate the way we do, we wouldn't behave the way we do. And yes, we are being manipulated. Yes, we are. Yes, it's really dramatic. Yes, it is really dramatic. So if you want to help the world to change, we need to go to deep transformation, and deep transformation is coming back to awareness. So when we come out of isolation, when politicians start to say what are the rules, when we have the opportunity to have a voice, to vote, we really do it from aware place, and not from how they manipulated us, how they want us to react. So this is, and when we call corrupt, the system is corrupted, yes it is, but we have a responsibility, because how corrupted are we in our lives? And when we are in our lives, how can then we say to the others, don't be corrupt, or you are the corrupt? It's so easy, this. So we need to start to use this time right now to work in ourselves, so we have a second chance for our society, not from a place of desperation, that is the same old system, but from a place of true awareness. So maybe you want to think, what kind of schools I want to my kids? What kind of labor time I really want to spend? What is justice? What is love? What is friendship? And only answers will come, true answers, from this aware place. Otherwise, we are just responding to our wounds, to our misunderstandings, to our doubts that they come from our childhood, because somehow we couldn't get the love and attention that we need. And for the ones that you believe in, that we are a multi-sensory beings from other lives, from other dimensions. So only awareness will bring us to the heart and to true compassion to ourselves and to others. So take a deep breath, everyone. And another one. And allow all these words just to sink inside of you. And if resonates, fantastic. If it helps you, fantastic. If it doesn't, fantastic anyway, you know. Here is not about you becoming follower. It's really about you having space for true awareness, and only you will feel what is correct for yourself. And it's how I want to support you. It's really to help you to become aware And even if we don't agree, even if we take different choices, the most important is awareness, because true peace, true compassion, true understanding only comes from that point, only from that point, where we want that justice and honesty and love is for everyone, for all the beings, for all the sensing beings, and even for not sensing, for existence itself. So please, if this somehow supported you, just put the signs, so I'm sure that I can move on for the next question. Thank you everyone for all your manifestation. Thank you so much. I really hope that you can hear what I'm saying, not from a judgmental place inside of you, otherwise you are already there in persona, but from a place where you feel resonation that can resonate or doesn't. We are here to support, not trying to sell you to be right or the truth or a religion or anything. It's the opposite. So let's just be together from a very deep space now that we can have with each other to really think, to really feel. Next question, let me see. Okay, question. Now, as I'm isolated from people, I feel good. And I'm pretty afraid of how will I feel when everything will end. Every time when I just start thinking about, I'm getting really anxious. Amazing question. Thank you so much for this question. So, as you know, most of you and the ones that you don't know, I'm very honest from the place where I am. So, it's much easier somehow to be isolated, in a sense. Because in isolation, there's no triggers from the outside. There's no hooks from the outside. When we are isolated, if we already have a place inside of us that we meet ourselves and we are happy, happy it's not the word, where we feel that we can meet ourselves, where we can really meet and we can really enjoy our own company. Of course, when we are alone, and we all need to be alone, there's no way to go through life always in human contact. There's moments that we need to be with ourselves and with the mystery of life. So when we are isolated and we already have this place that we can meet ourselves and we really enjoy this company, and honestly, it's not only our own company, it's the company of the mystery, because we are never alone. We are the mystery. We have this illusion that we are separated of existence, because the duality of our own conscious makes a scission between what we really are and what we project what we are. But we are this existence manifesting itself. So we are never alone. We are existence. If somehow you feel anxious when you start to have human contact, and many people after retreats, they tell me this, it's because somehow you are still vibrating the wounds, the triggers inside of you. And you can look to this as an opportunity to work deeply with yourself, to really work deeply. And of course, there will be people that they love more to be alone, and the others, they will be more social. But when we are afraid or anxious with human contact, it's because we unconscious, we know how we can be triggered. And triggers only show us where are our wounds, still our wounds and pains and blocks. So I would suggest that you could see those moments and opportunities has a possibility for you to really come closer even more to yourself, to your authentic self, and to heal the wounds that you still carry. And of course, if it makes you a lot of anxiety, you need to have a balance. So you go a little bit to social life, and then you observe how you relate, how you feel, and then you come back to isolation. And like this, till you start to do this pendulation between your true needs, your safety zone, to the other zone that is the unsafety, where you need to grow, where you need to open a little bit more. And with this pendulum, you go to this social life, you observe yourself, and you come to isolation, and you work what you were feeling here. Till one day, more and more, this will become larger, the way you feel safe and how you feel safe inside of you to connect with others. So it's a very important question. So CE has a big opportunity for yourself to go deeply inside of you. And I'm here if you really want to work more specifically with this. You can always send another question more specifically, and I will try to support you the best way I can. Another question. So everyone, take a deep breath. And another one. And another one. If this answer supported you somehow, please manifest yourself with these symbols that we have here in Instagram and Facebook. So thank you so much for your manifestations. Thank you so much. So I will go to the last question of the day. Thank you everyone for all the hearts and fingers and plants and stars and colors. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So I will go for the last question of the day. You can send through the email contact@workingwithsatya.com all the questions, so I have a list for the next day, and I will try to answer the best way I can. So last question, and then we go for the last meditation of this session, so you can use it. And I would like to know what kind of subjects you would like to hear. Sexuality, fear, panic, desperation, true love, intimacy, whatever, children, whatever you have inside, please write us, and I will try to answer everything. So last question. I am at quarentena, sharing house with more people and feeling not having space. I need to shout, but I stay in silence. I am imploding. What can I do? That is a very good question. So when we have Sorry, my Instagram just... Okay. Let me see. Okay. Instagram is over. Sorry. So the ones that they were in Instagram, Teresa, my Teresa, if you are there, please write a post that they can come to Facebook, okay? Because, you know, I don't know how to organize this and I'm alone at home without you. Please help these people to come to Facebook. So when we are in a very small place or big place, but we are always surrounded by people and we are imploding, this means that we need to deal with it. When we implode, what happens is we start to hurt ourselves and then immune system goes down, and we don't want that now, especially now. So you were specific. I have the need to shout. When we are in the big house, you can have different techniques and you can say to them, look, I'm in this inner group of work, inner work group, where we have different techniques so I can work with my emotions. First of all, you can lock yourself in your bedroom or toilet, and you can really put the alarm clock for 3 minutes and you really shout, ah, ah, and you can even kick the bed so you can express that. Always after expressing strong emotions, always, if you really want to go deeper into awareness, you need to sit 5 minutes in silence, breathing in, breathing out, connecting yourself with your center. If you only do the explosion, it's just an explosion. So you can do 1 minute shouting, 2 minutes shouting, 3 minutes shouting, 5 minutes shouting. You can put music, strong music, and dance, 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 and shout. So anything that allows you to explode, so you don't carry that inside, that will cause some diseases. But always after you sit down totally in silence. You can do this with your family, you can do that with your kids, even especially if you put strong music, you can all dance together, shout together, and then you all sit and really hold the space for silence, not to laugh, to really, and you allow everything that is inside to be there, and you breathe in, breathe out, all the thoughts, all the feelings, you just observe them and you breathe in, breathe out. If there is emotion, the emotion can come out, but don't lose yourself for that emotion. Just observe, okay, there's so much sadness, so much anger, and you cry and you allow it to come out. If you are in a family that they can sustain these explosion methods, you can go to your bedroom, put a pillow in your mouth, and you shout to the pillow, oh! And you even contract the pillow, or you can bite the pillow. It's amazing technique, so you can really allow this strong energy, strong emotions to be released. Biting, here we carry a lot of anger. Biting and in the hands, smashing the pillow, even in silence, can really help you. You put alarm clock for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes for this, but after, you always sit in silence. You don't want to only explode. You want to become more aware. The silent space, the silent time will allow you to come back to yourself and to integrate and to see what is behind the explosion. That is very important, to see what is really behind the explosion. I hope this answer helped you. So here you already have in this session the first meditation, that is connection with life force. You have how to deal with honest and authentic communication. we already answered some questions, and we already spoke about how not to implode, but to allow techniques to allow strong emotions to come out in a safe place. And thank you for the symbol. Thank you so much, everyone. Yes, thank you for your manifestation. So before we go into the last meditation of the day, please take a deep breath, everyone. Hold together. And one more. So, yes, if these techniques can support you, please send signs. Thank you so much. So I can have your interaction. Very good. Thank you so much for your interaction. Thank you. We are all together, all. Nobody this time is out of this. And that's one of the most amazing things in this situation. Nobody is out. Everyone is being touched by this situation. So this is an amazing opportunity for all of us to grow, to true grow, to become responsible, to become more aware, to become more compassionate, to become who we truly are. So I will try to answer all the questions tomorrow, and maybe I will need more time for this live meetings. Today I can't go on because I already have these free sessions for 10-15 minutes, a lot of people, and I will ask Teresa to reschedule everything so I have more time for these online meetings for you, for all of you. Okay, so before we go to meditation, I want to say, take this time for yourself, for your family. Really look what is inside. Take the opportunity to work with yourself. Take the opportunity to take a rest, a good rest. But don't sleep on the couch. Don't go to sleep to Netflix. Do exercise with yourself. Question yourself, self-inquiry, do techniques. And of course, this is a period, a moment in the day. And then you need to put that in practice with your family, with your loved ones. And for the ones that you are alone, tomorrow I will speak to you too, how to deal with isolation, with fear of isolation, of loneliness. Yes? If we want a better future for the future generations, we need to rise each other up. We need to rise each other up. If we want our children to have different possibilities, we need to be the ones that start now. And there's no better place to be now that is here, working with yourself, working together with ourselves. You are already an amazing being. You are awareness. We just need to go through layer by layer of conditioning, of wounds, of fears, of belief systems. We just need to remember how to reconnect with our authentic self and true wisdom. And we are doing it. We are doing it. Thank you. Take a deep breath, everyone. And we will do this meditation that we call just for now. Put your feet on the ground, or if you are already in meditation position, you can stay there. Take 3 deep breaths. And one more deep breath. And I will invite you to visualize the door of your house. and you are at the door of your house. The door is closed. And at your door, you read, "Please come in authentically, who you truly are. Please just come in you. Please just come in who you truly are." So you read that and you allow these words to sink in your heart, in your soul. And you breathe in and you breathe out. And you breathe in and you breathe out. And just for now, you allow all of your thoughts to stay at your door. And you see all the energy of your thoughts coming out of your being and to sit at the door. And just for now, all the belief systems that you have about yourself, I am this, I am that, the way I love is this, what is important for me is that, what is not meaningful for me is that, all the belief systems, just for now, you see their energy to come out of your being and sit just by the side of the mind, of the thoughts. Sit them there. And just for now, all the emotions that you carry, all the regrets, all the guilt, all the shame, all the fears and doubts, all the jealous, all what we call love, that maybe is possession, all what we call joy, ecstasy, what we call having fun, happy life, everything that is connected with your emotions, just for now, observe them coming out of your being and just sit there. Sit by the side of mind, thoughts, belief system, all the emotions, all the feelings, just sit them out of your being. And just for now, visualize that you are undressing even your physical body. It's like taking the skin of that container of your existence and sit your body, your physical body, just very close to your feelings, emotions, thoughts, belief systems, mind. Just sit them all. And just for now, just you. No expectations. No spiritual talk. Not quarantena. No virus. No even family. Just you. Just for now. Just for now. In that silence. Just for now. That peace. Just for now. That silence. That peace. And you open the door. And when you open the door, you really see your home. The vast, infinite universe. There's no limits. And you just allow yourself to melt with this infinite silence, infinite space. Just infinite silence and space. Infinite. Breathing in, breathing out, just for now. Just for now. Resting in that silence. Just resting in that infinite mystery of life. Take a deep breath. And another one. And another one. And you come back to the door. But you will allow the door to always be open from now on. And you will know that mind, thoughts, emotions, feelings, body, they are here. At the same time with this infinite silence that you are, that is the mystery of life. And you have space for everything. Take a deep breath and recognize that your true essence have inner space for thoughts and minds, emotions, physical body, but they are here for you to experience yourself, not the opposite. Take a deep breath. Another one. And the last one. And open your eyes. So, I hope I could support you. I hope that I can help you, support you to rise your awareness of yourself. And we will work in these days, day after day, in everything that we need to work. We will work at the wounds, at creativity, how to be with kids, what to do at home, schedules, practical things about awareness, how to heal, how to grow, how to stay connected, who we truly are, how we want to rethink society. Now it's time for that. So, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. Thank you for the ones that we already know each other for a long time and we are working. Thank you for the ones that we don't know each other. I want to say the ones that we give life to awareness. We are really brave, and please don't feel that the others, they are not just a question of maybe they don't know, they don't have time and space or resources. So we are, when we rise each other up, we are rising everyone. Each soul that awakens, the existence sings and applauds. So we are here together, all. See you tomorrow. And if you need some support, you can always send the questions for contact workingwithsatya.com. I will try to do the maximum 10-15 minute support to the ones by Skype, and to have more time for these live meetings. All my love to all of you. All my love. All my love. See you soon. See you tomorrow.